Hey guys, I just want to kind of address some of the feedback I'm getting from some of the people here in America about the Plews Tough One Spec B. Some people are saying that they're getting the tire and it feels kind of stiff to them.
Now the Michelin Extreme has a very similar design and compound rubber, not exactly the same, but very similar characteristics. Now this is in 78 degree temperatures. You can see from 40 degrees to 80 degrees, there's a massive difference in softness. Imagine if it was like 100 degrees. Now in this video, Charlie Frost is at the British Championship Ball Breaker Extreme Enduro, and he's running the Plews Tough One. So keep in mind, this is about 40 degrees Fahrenheit on some slippery, steep rocks right here. Of course, he's got amazing technique. He's doing all the right stuff. Again, keep in mind, this Plews Tough One is a very similar characteristics and compound to the Michelin Extreme, which Billy Bolt, Manny Lettenbichler, those guys still ride that tire whether it's 40 degrees or if it's 100 degrees. And you know, the way these gummy style tires are designed, they need to be not too stiff in the winter time or in the cold months, but they can't be too soft in the summer, otherwise they'll break down. So that medium ground is where you're going to get the most performance and longevity.
So if it feels a little stiff right when you get it, even if it is cold out, just by the sheer fact that you're riding and moving the tire around, that's going to cause friction inside that compound and it's going to soften up. It's not necessarily designed to impress you in the garage in the cold. It needs to be good when you're actually riding. So, and especially as it gets warmer, it's going to get really, really soft. And I'll be honest, you know, if you're just going to go up to your tire and feel it, and if it feels a little stiff and then you go out and ride and things aren't going your way and you just decide to blame the tire, you know, you got to maybe consider the fact that, you know, you're letting that play into your head a little bit. Just the fact that you went up and felt the rubber and it felt a little stiff to you. Give it a chance. You know, there's a reason Billy Bolt, you know, Graham Jarvis, the Brightmore brothers, all these guys, these top professionals, there's a reason they're using this kind of gummy tire. Even at the enduro crosses, you know, these events aren't always warm exactly. The riders have to go and ride the bike a little bit, break the brand new tire in just a little bit before they actually go out onto the track. We just got to kind of get hip more to that gummy compound. A lot of this stuff is kind of borrowed, this kind of compound is borrowed from the trials technology. You know, it's the same thing, it's the same characteristics a trial tire is going to have. And, you know, how important is traction in trials? It's everything in trials. So it's the same thing, you know, a brand new Michelin trials tire, super gummy, is going to feel a little stiff when it's brand new. It's going to feel a little stiff when it's a little bit cold out. This is lucky if we're about 60 degrees here, and this, I can't imagine having much more grip. And this rock doesn't look like much, but it is at a pretty severe angle. And, you know, of course, you got to have good technique too. Now for some extreme opposite feedback. If you're in warmer conditions and you've tried this tire and you've realized how soft this tire actually gets, and maybe you've worn it down pretty fast because you're in a dry area like I am, keep in mind now, this tire is designed for performance. And when you start getting up into the 80, 90, 100 degree plus temperatures, it becomes extremely soft. So if they made it any softer, the tire would be gone in certain races where you actually need it to hold up a little bit more. The rubber actually has like an elasticity. It's elastic. It's almost like a gel. It kind of conforms to the ground and it sticks to the ground. So like when I'm riding, I can feel it honestly on the tire now with my I have like the perfect moose setup right now for hard enduro. I can feel it. It feels very dead when you're riding it. It doesn't deflect. I can ride up and over big loose rocks half the time and just sort of keep weight on the back of the bike, and I'm getting away with some amazing things. And I go to feel the knob actually on my tire after I've been riding for a little bit, even in like 60 something degree temperatures, it becomes very loose and sticky.
But this is sick, dude. This tire is off the wall, man. I was just testing. I'm like, what is it like on these slabs? Fucking awesome,
dude. Of course,
dude.
There's certain events that are more dry and warm, and you're just gonna wear tires down till they're almost all the way bald. We've seen this at many of the top extreme races. So it's, you know, certain events like X-Raw, we've seen guys come off the track with almost a full-blown tire still intact. Didn't eat the tire as bad as some of the races like they had in Israel a couple years ago. There's nothing left of Billy Bolt's tire. You know, he's just spinning and it's just so loose and dry. You know, it's just the name of the game in hard enduro that, you know, some events you're going to wear it down completely. Some events are going to hold up a lot more.
Now, I really believe this tire is the top choice for ultimate performance, not necessarily durability or specific performance in one exact category.
But overall, the overall scope of hard enduro, the US hard enduro series, or all the different kinds of terrain we have here in America, I still think this is the #1 choice. I would not be putting this kind of effort into this video if I didn't believe in this tire's performance. And I'm gonna see how long I can get out of it. I'm gonna try and use the best technique I can to make it last as long as possible, and keep getting you guys feedback on it. But so far, I am just really feel fortunate to be running it, honestly.